Hello everyone who is following the channel. Thank you for always supporting and accompanying us on our journeys to explore the world of fishing in the ocean. In today's video, we invite you to step onto a modern fishing boat, where fishermen work hard in the wind and waves to catch hundreds of tons of halibut and cod, two fish species with extremely high economic value on the international market. This is a story about the power of people, about the spirit of perseverance in the ocean, and about fishing technology that has changed the way we collect resources from the ocean. In the cold northern seas, where ice and snow hide for months, longline fishing boats have set sail since dawn. The boat we follow today is one of the professional fishing boats, designed to drag groups of these boats 1 meter long on the seabed, with the aim of harvesting a quantity of fish for each trip that lasts many days and nights. As dawn broke, the sky still a pale purple, the crew began their work. The entire ship radiated a honeycomb of heat, from the control room to the engineering compartment to the deck. All were bustling with strong men in waterproof suits, preparing for a long day of fishing. They checked the navigation equipment, adjusted the ship's speed, prepared the cables, the fishing reels, and especially the 400-meter-long net, specially designed to drag close to the seabed, where flounder and cod often live in schools. A loud bang sounded as the signal to start. The net was lowered, each layer of cable loosened in time with the fishing reel. Every operation was precise down to the second, because even the slightest mistake could cause the entire system to get stuck or fail in the cold ocean. As the net began to reach the optimal depth, the captain adjusted the ship's course, using the advanced sonar system to detect fish moving on the bottom. Flounder, a flat-bodied fish that lives near the seabed, often gather in large schools during the migration season. When the positioning system identifies an area with a high density of fish, the boat will maintain a steady speed for many hours, while the net drags along the ocean floor, gradually drawing large schools of fish into it. The special feature of this type of net is the sawtooth design that expands like a sterile device, with two metal flaps that help keep the net open. Attracting fish without being able to escape. After about 4 to 6 hours, when the system senses that the net is full of fish, the entire crew enters the most stressful stage, pulling the net up. The iron armor in the front increases with the roar of the engine. Each thin steel cable over the years from the multi-ton circular saw blade attacks from the surface of the water. From a distance, we can find flounder for the thin area in the special black net. Interspersed with thousands of silvery white cod like a waterfall full of marine life. As the net was lifted onto the deck, hundreds of fish began to fall to the floor. The loud slapping of each fish weighing up to 30 to 40 kilograms echoed like a drumbeat. The entire deck of the ship turned into a miniature ocean with layers of fish piled on top of each other, flooding the deck. Each member of the crew, without saying a word of excitement, just worked at lightning speed, Some raked the fish. Some touched the sand. Some sorted them. Some roughly butchered them. The entire chain of life operated in sync, rhythmically and precisely like a floating factory in the middle of the ocean. After being brought up, the flounders were immediately sorted by size. Large quantities, meeting commercial standards, were transferred to the quick freezing area by relaxing to preserve their freshness. At that time, the cod, a white, sweet, slightly fatty fish, was processed by cleaning, gutting, removing the organs and packing them in ice trays, ready to be loaded onto the next flight. What makes the ship special is that every step of the process follows the same safety and ecological protection procedures as in factories on the shore. Every day, the ship performs 3 to 4 pull-ups like this. Each time is a heavy battle of the sea. There are days when the sea is very rough. The waves are up to 4 meters high. The ship tilts as if it is about to capsize. But none of them back down. That is the job, the life they have chosen. They understand that each pull-up is the hope of the whole family. A place to live, money for children to study, the future. On the ship, the sailors live and work together like a big family. They share simple but warm meals, sip hot coffee on cold nights, and share stories about daily life after each 10-hour shift. These men were not only manual workers but also experts on the sea. They knew every line, every fishing season, every changing signal of the ocean. Flounder and cod are two high-end seafood products, mainly exported to Japan, Korea, Europe and the US. Flounder is often used as sashimi or processed in high-end restaurants, while cod is an ingredient in many traditional dishes from Northern Europe to East Asia. Each fish caught has a high economic value. Sometimes up to hundreds of dollars for a large fish. After 10 days at sea, when the hold is full of hundreds of tons of fish, the ship turns back to the mainland. In the deep cold hold, hundreds of tons of flounder and cod are perfectly preserved, ready for refrigerated trucks to transport directly to processing plants or international export ports. But what remains is not just the number of tons of fish. It is the silence and perseverance of nameless people who have devoted their youth to the sea. They have no audience, no stage, only the sound of wind, waves and the sound of engines echoing across the sky and sea. We see on the dining table delicious white fish fillets, delicate sashimi dishes or fragrant slices of pan-fried cod. But few people know that behind that are thousands of hours of hard work in the cold ocean. Hundreds of cold pulls of nets, long sleepless nights because of the fear of sudden storms. The journey of halibut and cod fishermen is a journey of perseverance. Of love for the deep sea, and of the desire to live better every day, in a modern world where machines have replaced humans in many places. At sea, humans are still the heart that runs everything. Machines may be strong, but they have no willpower. It is the fishermen who are the true symbols of courage and hope in the vast ocean.